Strength is in the struggle. About, I want to say a month and a half or 2 months ago, we did a video on hope. And as important as I believe it is to recognize that our ultimate hope and strength is in Christ, I'd like to take a different route, a different perspective on strength. Mainly because strength is much more actionable, and I think just me saying that bit a moment ago is enough to make that connection as well for strength. So I don't want to spend a whole 5 to 10 minutes going down that whole road when it's pretty self-explanatory if you go watch those other videos. But strength is much more actionable, and it's something that is not used by choice. Some of us simply don't have a whole lot of strength at our disposal. Some of us have strength but don't know how to access it or how to find it, how to bring it out of ourselves and actually into the world. And then we have to face the reality that many, many people will abuse their strength. They'll abuse their authority and resources and access to things in life to put others down. But I believe the majority of us sit in this boat of, we know that we have strength, we know that we have positive attributes and characteristics, but we can't seem to pull it out. We know what we need to do, or we have a decent idea of what we need to do. I'd like to take writing music for an example, because that's like my main hobby. Hopefully turning it into something more and scaling that up, but right now it's a hobby. And as I write and record music, I have a very clear goal in mind, a bigger goal. And that is, I might have a set of lyrics, I might have something important that I want to say, or maybe I just have a cool guitar riff. And I want to smash a whole bunch of things together, make it sound good, give it a nice groove, and just this general big idea. I want to write a new song. Many times I'm sitting there and I might have a little piece, and then I loop it and then change the tail end of something, of the melody, so that it's a little different and goes somewhere and hopefully points me in a different direction. And you just constantly are making these micro decisions is really what writing music seems to be, at least for me. And simultaneously, I have spent probably hundreds of hours that I would rather not think about, just sitting at my computer, basically wasting time, but fooling myself that I'm doing something. But I know, I've written songs before. Why can't I get this song done? And predominantly what it is fear. That I have this big idea, but right now I'm struggling with the song because I have this big idea. I have the sound of the bass and the guitar tone, and I want the toms to sound like this, and I don't know anything about tuning drums, so trying to program drums is a little weird. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I have this perfect vision in my head of what the song is supposed to sound like, how the energy is supposed to flow. But every time I sit down, I know that that's not what I'm making. I know that's what I'm heading towards or trying to, but I know that's not what the final product is going to be. And there's like a big emotional like loss and grief over, like, obviously I'm not sitting there crying at my computer. Maybe I am, but that's something that we need to face. And I think that applies to many of us. It definitely applies to a lot of my situations of, we put ourselves in this state of inaction because we know that at some point, at a minimum, we're going to make a mistake. If it's not the case that we simply don't have the talent, experience, or ability to create the perfect version of what we want. So whether that's a piece of art or a situation in life, a relationship in life, it's not going where we want it to. So what am I getting at here? We need to learn to embrace the strength so that we can take action despite the fact that we will not achieve our goals this time. Chances are I will never make a song in my life. I will never have it mixed to the point where it's satisfactory to me. I will never have a song mastered to the point where it's satisfactory to me. But what I can tell you is that the more songs that I write, the better I'm going to get. I would encourage you to apply that and realize that that's true of yourself, that if you choose to take that action, you are absolutely going to have some duds. But embrace the trial that you're in. Use it for the opportunity that it is to grow yourself, to develop more strength, to develop more ability. Because that experience as that experience compounds, you'll be a different person in the next year. And I'd like to take it one step further. I'm guessing that if you're here, you're like me and you struggle with anxiety and depression at a bare minimum. I've heard it explained several times, and thinking about it in this way and applying it to my own life, I'm pretty sure I agree, is that fundamentally what anxiety is it's this alarm going off in your mind of, hey, last time we did this, things went sideways. It did not go according to plan. It didn't go well. And if you continue to go down this route, you are going to fail again. You are going to hurt. Your ego is going to take a hit. You're going to look stupid. And that might very well be the case. But if you continually take those experiences and you become that new, more developed version of yourself in a year, consciously update yourself and say, hey, I am different. I am better than I was. I'm still not perfect. But as more and more struggles come my way, I'm teaching myself to truly grasp the strength and the experience that I've developed to keep building more. You don't develop strength outside of struggle. You don't. You don't develop strength by sitting on the couch. It's just how it is. So I'm not going to tell you that things are going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that they're going to be hard. And they are currently hard. You know this. I don't have to tell you that. But embrace the trials and see them for the opportunities that they are.